All right, and we are live. Let me just make sure we are live everywhere. Uh, okay, that's done. Let me just make sure my mic is also okay. Okay, got that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I really, really missed you guys, and I know that I haven't live streamed about Google Ads in a couple of days, and there are a few good, good reasons for that. But first and foremost, what I'd like to do is I want to welcome everyone watching this live stream, and I just want to thank you all for being here. It's always fun to do a live stream, and this one is not going to be one of my longer ones because I still got a couple of other things that I need to do. But what I want to do is I just quickly want to give out a shout out for anybody who is watching this for the first time. Now, my name is Devon Thomas. I am a Google Ads expert, and I've been doing Google Ads for the past 7 years now. We're actually going on to 8 years, which is like pretty scary. And the whole job of this podcast is to just help you get better at Google Ads, get the results you need. And if you've been struggling with your shopping ads, if you have an e-commerce website that you feel just doesn't convert, no matter what you do, what I want you to do is ask me any questions. Now, what I'm going to do in the meantime is I've got a couple of banners. Man, I even forgot how to. I forgot almost everything. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can find these banners wherever I hid them. All right. I hope this is the right banner. Okay, it says use this, so I guess this is the right banner. I think. Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right. So this live stream was brought to you by Profitable PPC. If any of you don't know what Profitable PPC is, that is my Google Ads course that is purely dedicated to business owners. So if you're a business owner and you're struggling with your Google Ads, I want you to check out Profitable PPC. It is super cool. We've got monthly coaching calls, and you get set up cheat sheets, you get optimization checklists, and you get a private community where you can literally ask me anything that you want about your Google Ads. Also, I want you to check out lead pages at the link in the description below. Now, the nice thing about lead pages is a lot of us don't know how to build landing pages, and that's where a lot of us get into trouble with Google Ads. And the nice thing about lead pages is they kind of take all of the hard work away for you. So all you have to do is run your business, get conversions, and make sure you get the right traffic to the page, which is much better than trying to figure out how to build the entire website by yourself. So what I want you to do is, if you have a business that needs just a lead page, I want you to check out lead pages. There is a free trial, I believe, at the link in the description below. All right, so I'm here. I'm ready to take on any questions that you have. I want you to tell me what your name is. I want you to tell me what country you're from, and also tell me what difficulties you're having with Google Ads right now. And what I want to do is I want to put on this little banner because I know, yeah, I want to put on this little banner because I know I'm going to repeat myself and repeat myself and repeat myself, and I just don't want to do that. All right, cool. So I do see there are some comments coming in. Guys, I haven't live streamed in so long. I'm getting lost here. I'm seeing all of these buttons, and I'm like, that button wasn't here last time, but okay. Anyway, all right, we got Philip Kutsia. Hey, Philip, how you doing, man? Philip says his difficulties include Google. Yeah, definitely. When you work out a solution to get Google themselves to act right, I would absolutely love it if you could share that with me. For those of you who don't know, Google Ads just released a very interesting email. Let me see if I can get it up here for you. And I shared this with Philip earlier on in the week, but it makes for some very interesting reading. So let's see if we can do it. I'm just going to find it here in my email inbox. Google Ads, Google Ads, Google Ads. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to quickly see if I can share my screen without giving away any of my crucial information. So let's do that. I'm going to say present, share screen. Yep. There we go. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll just put this over here so that I can still see the chat. Basically, what Google has done is, and Philip, what I want to do is I want to hear what your feedback is from this. But basically, what Google Ads has done is now your search ads might appear below the organic search results. And this is a big problem because when we want to appear at the top of search, right? This is what we do. We market, and we market because we want to appear at the top of the search results. What Google is saying now is that hi buddy, you might not be on top of the search results. You might be like below the search results, the organic search results. So you could end up being 6th or 7th in the search results, but they would still call that a top ad, quote unquote. You could be adjacent from the search results, and they would still call that top ad as well. So extremely confusing from Google, but hey, this is the world that both of us, well, that all of us really live in. So yeah, so that was the news from Google, and the digital marketing community is not really enjoying that at all. But anyway, all right. So Umir, hi, how you doing, my friend? It's always good to have you. Thank you so much for showing up, and I know that you always provide me with a website to look at. So don't be shy. You can do that today, but I'm very happy to have you on this live stream, my friend. Now, it's going to be a short one today because tomorrow I might do another live stream on lead generation for small budgets, or rather small budget lead generation. I don't know how I'm going to phrase that, but anyway, that's what it's going to be about. All right. All right. So let's see what we've got over here. How to get clients to add GTIN numbers for products in their Woo, their Shopify accounts, or merchant center. When you say how to get clients, do you mean how do you give clients access to their Woo Shopify accounts, or do you mean that you started the ad, you want to run shopping ads, but as soon as you run shopping ads, you just see a whole bunch of disapproved products, and you're trying to figure out a way that you can easily get the GTIN number? Let me know, because there are some cool workarounds for that. So I just want to know. All right. They did this top of page thing before to include top of page and absolute top. This is just another step away from actually telling us the average ad position. Yeah, Philip, this is kind of what they do. I remember when they said they were going to start hiding the search ad results, they made it sound like it's to our benefits, that they're not showing, as much of the search terms report. They mentioned in February, I think it was February 2021, they said that they would only, when I say they, I mean Google, said that they would only remove about 28% of the search terms report. If you ask any digital marketer, we have about 28% of the information now. They've removed about 72%. So what I've noticed with Google Ads is they kind of scale back and scale back and scale back until eventually there's absolutely nothing left. So yeah, it's one of those things that Google Ads does. All right, so Philip Kutsia says they add the numbers. So if I'm understanding your answer correctly, you've got a client, they've got a lot of products on their Shopify store. When you start off, Google tells you it needs the GTIN numbers, but then your clients just don't want to give you the GTIN numbers, and they don't update the GTIN numbers. I've had it myself, and the first thing I can tell you is it's the client's problem. It's not your problem, because If you spend the time to go and look for every single GTIN number on an online store, it'll take you forever. What I usually tend to do is, and I had this with a previous client of mine, they had a solar panel e-commerce store, was I found the stock controllers and I found the people that actually work at their warehouses, and I just emailed them directly and I said, guys, here's an Excel sheet. This is every single thing that I need the GTIN number. Please make sure that you put the GTIN number on. And what I made them, and what I also told them was the GTIN number was on the box, on the packaging. Usually on the shipping label, the GTIN is actually on that shipping label. But if a client can't like provide you with that, if a client can't provide you with that, that's completely up to a client. I'll give you an example. Imagine if I asked you to clean my house, but I never gave you the key to the front door. Now, would that be my problem for you having a dirty house, or would it be your problem for not putting the key in the door? And what I usually see with these clients is, so let's just see. So it says limited by policy for no GTNs. Yep, that's correct. And I don't blame Google for doing that. And also, Philip, to add more context here, Umair, I see your question. I'm going to come to it. I just want to finish off with Philip over here. So Philip says, and then they complain about performance. Yep, that's pretty right. But they won't add the GTIN numbers. And the problem is the client is a drop shipping client, so they don't have the product. All right. So I want to quickly just address something here. Let's say you go, and let's say it's an online store and it's got 55 products. And let's say you go and find each and every single one of those products. You find each and every single one of those GTINs. You do the work for the client. If you do that, what I would do is I would just create an extra service. I would send them a screenshot of how their ads are currently performing on shopping ads, showing them all of the ones that are limited for them showing up. And I would tell them, I will charge you an extra 5,000 South African rands if you want us to go ahead and get the GTINs for you. And obviously they'll say, oh, that's a lot of money. I can do it by myself. And then you'll say, well, please do it by yourself. Otherwise, we're going to stay with this problem. So what I like to do is when I have a problem where a client won't do something, I usually charge them a big amount of money to do it. And then all of a sudden they end up doing it. Conversion tracking, the exact same problem. I've got clients that say they know they need conversion tracking, but they haven't had time to. So what I usually do is I go and I show them a case study of a client where I just got a whole bunch of leads. And then they say, oh, but why can't you do that for our accounts? And I said, because you don't have conversion tracking. If you don't have conversion tracking, we can't really optimize your ads, you see? So what I would do is I would just put a price on that service, a big price. I just charge them that price. And as soon as they get that invoice and they realize, oh my gosh, this is a lot of money, then all of a sudden it'll become a priority for them. And also if these are drop shipping clients, yeah, their suppliers are usually a little bit slow, but it's still their responsibility. It's not your responsibility. And I understand they don't have the products to look at the boxes, but at the end of the day as well, you, the digital marketer, also don't have the products and you also don't have the boxes. So it can't be your problem. You know what I'm saying? And then Philip says the GTIN is different for each color phone in each country. All right. So when you say you tried that, Philip, I'd be very interested to find out what you mean by you tried that and how that conversation went. All right. I'm going to circle back to your question. I just want to cover Umair. All right. So Umair, what have we got today? Hey, how you doing? Can you exclude your website data like purchases, etc. in shopping ads and show our ads to more new customers? You can definitely do that. Basically, what you need to do is, you need to go to Google Analytics. You need to create an audience. Now, this audience is going to be comprised, that's the word I'm looking for, of every single person who has already purchased. So what you do is, as soon as somebody's purchased a product, you can either send them to an order confirmation page, which Shopify already does by default, or you can send them to a thank you page. Now, when they are on the order confirmation page, right, that means they already bought. There's no way that somebody's going to end up on the order confirmation page if they haven't already purchased the product. So all you need is the URL of the order confirmation page. Then what you do is go back into your Google Analytics 4. You're going to create an audience, and you're going to create an audience of every single person that has reached that order confirmation page. And you usually do this over a 90-day period. So your audience will show 0 today, but if you leave it for 90 days, what's going to happen is it'll slowly build up every single person who's bought from the store. And then all you need to do is when you run the ad, underneath audiences, you can say exclude this audience, and you can say people who have previously purchased or people who have reached the audience confirmation page. So I know it's very difficult because I'm only talking over here. I'm not showing you visually, but that's basically what you need to do. So to summarize, people go to the order confirmation page after they purchase. You then turn that into an audience in Google Analytics. You then import that audience into Google Ads, and you then exclude it in your ad targeting settings. That's what you would do in that situation. So I hope that helps. Last but not least, let me just see. I got an email over here. Okay. Just want to make sure it's somebody, it's not somebody trying to access the live stream. But yeah, that's basically what you would do. And here's the thing. I've got a feeling, Umair, that you're asking me that because you feel like you're wasting money on ads that are maybe going to people you've already sold to. So I would also be interested to know, like, in how many people have visited the website in the past 30 days, how many clicks have you had, how many sales have you had? Because usually when people try and do that, it's because they think they're marketing to the same people, but it hardly ever happens that way. Unless you're targeting a very small area with your shopping ads, it hardly ever happens that way. And yeah, definitely. So, Philip, I'm still waiting for your reply, man. You tell me you tried that, so just tell me a little bit more information, unless you're typing like a paragraph in the comment section, which you probably are. But yeah, definitely. So you can exclude your audiences that way. I've actually had a lot of online store people come to me. I've had a lot of people working on online stores and drop shipping stores, especially. Those customers are very hard. And also drop shipping is a very, very hard business. In fact, I had one client, he was drop shipping, but it was drop shipping during the pandemic. And he found out that if you drop ship during the pandemic, the shipping would be like 4 months later. So what happened was he did his part, he took the money, he did the sale, he paid the suppliers. But then because of the shipping delays, because so many people were ordering online, it kind of just, his business just slowly fizzled out because he did nothing wrong. It's just his suppliers were just not responsive. And it was so much effort to find the right supplier to work with. So that can be a bit of a headache when it comes to drop shipping. All right. So Reddit ROFL says, I want to sell jewelry in South Africa. What advice can you give me for online ads? That is actually a good question. All right. So I'm going to walk you through the 3 mistakes that most people make. And also, I want you to tell me if you want to do this as a drop shipping store, or do you actually have a jewelry store, or do you already have a website? Because depending on what stage of the journey you're at, is going to depend on how I'm going to advise you, right? So when you are selling, okay, when you are selling anything to anyone, you need to understand that when you're doing this with online ads, you can do it via Facebook, you can do it via LinkedIn ads, you can do it via Instagram ads. And because you have a very visual product, that may help you, right? It may help you. But the reason why a lot of people choose Google Ads to run online ads for their businesses, especially jewelry businesses, is when somebody searches for your ad. And I'll just show you an example of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, go share screen, share screen. I'm going to say, let me just choose the correct tab. Okay, give me 1 second. Is your name really Reddit ROFAL? All right, so let's just say Google. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit present over here. I'm going to share my screen. So let me just share my screen over here. And I know this is taking a long time, but people, bear with me, okay? All right, cool. So everybody should see my screen now. Now, there are two types of ads that you can run, okay? You get your normal Google search ads. So I'm going to type in plumbing services. And when you do that, notice all of these results over here that say sponsored. Those are text search ads, or they call them Google AdWords. Don't run these. These are absolutely horrible to run, especially if you have a jewelry store. What you want to do is you want to run what's called Google Shopping ads. And I've got a whole YouTube video on this. So let's say, for example, I say diamond necklace. Okay. What it's going to do is it's going to generate all of these search results over here. And most importantly, it's going to show you an image of the product, because remember, when I say diamond necklace, I could mean I want the whole necklace as diamonds, or I could just say I want a little diamond charm, or I don't know what they call it, on pendant on the end of a necklace. And what's nice about shopping ads is you get to see the image, you get to see the product, and you get to see the price before you click. Now, why is this important? Because with Google Ads, when you're running a Google ad, every time somebody clicks on your ad, you get charged for it. And a big mistake that people make is they run the search ads. And the problem with the search ads is when people click on your search ads, they don't know what your price is of your diamond necklace. They don't know what the necklace looks like, but already you're, as the business, you already get charged for it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're running your shopping ads, right? Very important. And a lot of e-commerce store owners don't do this, and they get horrendous results because of that. So that would be my first piece of advice to you, is run Google ads and make sure you're running Google shopping ads. Another nice thing about Google ads and Google shopping ads is that you can actually use Google shopping ads and they are super cost effective compared to other advertising types. So what do I mean by that? So let me just stop sharing my screen. If you run a Facebook ad, if 1,000 people see your Facebook ad, nobody's clicked, but 1,000 people have seen your Facebook ad, Facebook is going to charge you for that, right? So what does this mean? It means 1,000 people who are not interested in Facebook ads, not interested in jewelry, can see your jewelry, and Facebook will still charge you for it, which is a bit unfair. It is super unfair. So what I would suggest that you do is you want to run Google shopping ads, because you know the person has typed in already that they are looking for that diamond necklace. You know that person is interested in the diamond necklace because they're looking at the pictures, and you know that only once the person clicks on that is that person really, really interested. And that's what you're paying for with Google ads. And that's why I highly recommend you start off with Google shopping ads. And also, Philip here added on to my answer here, shopping, not performance max. Now, I don't want to confuse you if you're brand new to Google ads, but it is important that we just explain to you what the difference is between the shopping ad and the performance max ad. Your shopping ads are only going to appear over here, right? So I'll give you, let's see, sharing my screen over here. There we go. Diamond necklace. So as you can see over here, your shopping ads are only going to appear here, only on Google. But if you say performance max ad, they can appear on so many places on the internet. So for example, if I go to, let's go to Forbes, right? You get these things called banner ads, and banner ads kind of show everywhere. So just to show you, it's going to appear on this right-hand side over here. So this one on top, this is a banner ad, and the one on the right-hand side, okay, it's not appearing right now, but anyway, This is a banner ad over here. And if I keep on moving, can I just block Forbes? Please, Forbes, leave me alone. Okay. And if you go, you'll see the quote of the day over here, and you should have another banner ad appear. Now, what happens is Google Ads will try and get you to run a Performance Max campaign straight away. The reason why they want to get you to run that Performance Max ad straight away is because the Performance Max ad is going to make Google as much money as possible, whether you make a sale or not. Whether you sell one piece of jewelry or an earring or nothing, Google Ads will make more money if you run a Performance Max ad. This is why I highly recommend that you start off with just a normal not a normal Google Ads shopping campaign like the one that I've showed you. And then afterwards, what I want you to do is, if that doesn't work out, then you can experiment with Performance Max, but it usually has more to do with your online store than it has to do with the Google ad that you're using. I hope this is making sense, my friend. Feel free to ask any follow-up questions, and I really appreciate you being on the live stream as well. Also, if you want to know about costs, if you want to know about billing, you can ask in the chat and I will gladly answer you. All right. So Umair is asking, why can't I use a custom audience in shopping ads? We can't use the custom audience. Okay. So the reason why you can't use the custom audience in shopping ads is because you've got two sets of data, Umair. You've got your Google Analytics stuff, right? And then you have your your Google Ads data. Your Google Analytics is tracking every single thing that's happening on your website, right? Your custom audiences are based on data from your Google tag. Yes, in theory, you can build a custom audience in shopping ads, right? But I would much rather you do it in Google Analytics, because the Google Analytics data is good. You know the people have visited that page. You know that they've been on that page for a certain amount of time, and we're tracking those people that are visiting that URL. When you look at your Google Ads data and your Google Analytics data, you will always see a discrepancy. You will always see that Google Ads says you had 500 visitors, but your Google Analytics says that you actually had 650. So the way I look at it is your Google Analytics is always collecting more data. So what I would do is I would do it in Google Analytics and import that audience over and then exclude them. I know it's an extra step, but it's the step that's really going to make sure that you're not showing to those people. So I hope that just added some clarification. So in other words, you can, but I would not advise you to do it. All right. So Philip Kutsia also says over here that Google will try make you create a Performance Max ad when you choose shopping ads. Right. So once again, Reddit, ROFL, I don't want to confuse you. So this is what I'm going to do. If you look in your chat right now, I am going to drop in a video, right? This is one of my videos. I think it's gotten over 2,000 views. And what I do on that video is I explain every single type of Google ad and I explain when to use them. So what I want you to do is don't watch that video now, stay on the live stream, ask as many questions as you want. But what I want you to do is I want you to save that video and I want you to just go through the different campaign types, because if we start talking about Performance Max versus Sales Performance Max versus normal Performance Max, it's going to be super confusing for you. And I don't want you to feel lost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that video down in the chat and you can just check it out. Let me just find it over here. Every type, why don't I just search for it? Every type of Google Ads explained. All right, cool. Welcome everybody. If you're new to this live stream, you can ask me absolutely anything that you want about Google Ads and I will basically help you out. If you have an online store that's not converting, if you're feeling like you could do better with your online store results right now, let me know any question that you have and I'll gladly answer that for you. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Devon Thomas. I'm a Google Ads expert. I've been doing Google Ads for the past 7 years. When I started off with Google Ads, I started off with a $1 per day Google Ads budget. That's all I had, and I had to somehow make Google Ads work with just a $1 per day budget. I've since then learned how to produce leads, how to produce sales with tiny budgets in Google Ads. In fact, it's something that I specialize in, and I've also worked on budgets as big as $13,000 per day. So, big or small, I've done it all. And it's my job to help you get to the same place. So, if you're struggling with your Google Ads, if you have any questions, what I want you to do is write them down below in the chat, and also let me know what country you're from, and I will gladly answer those questions for you. Now, what I want to do is just find this video. I've been taking forever to find it. And yeah, I just want to send it, put it in the chat so that you guys have it. The weather is super cold in Johannesburg, by the way. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. Let me know what the weather is like in your part of the country, Philip, because it's absolutely horrible over here in Johannesburg. Maybe you guys are having some good stuff. I know Cape Town is having a lot of bad weather right now. I wonder if it's the same for you down in KZN. All right, let me just find this link. Guys, I promise you this video exists. I'm just taking forever to get to it. Maybe I just renamed it. There we go. Okay. Google Ads Explain 2022. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put it in the chat. So there you go. It's in the chat for anybody who is interested in learning more about Google Ads. And what I'm going to do is I am going to slowly explain what Philip means by this comment, but I want you to understand that it's not, if you're finding difficulty understanding what I'm saying, then you're much better off watching that video first. All right, so a while ago, Google Ads released this campaign called a Performance Max campaign. Now, with a Performance Max campaign, what it basically does is it takes every single type of Google ad campaign. For those of you who don't know, Google doesn't only do search campaigns, they do display campaigns, they do YouTube ad campaigns, they do Gmail ads, they do all of these different types of ads. And Google had the smart idea of, we're going to take all of these ads and we're going to combine them all into one ad type, right? The only problem is if you take all of these different ads and you combine them into one ad type, it really does not work well, because certain people who are serious buyers, they don't really respond well to YouTube ads. Other people are serious buyers and they do respond well to YouTube ads, but they might not respond well to a search ad. So when you're mixing all of these ad types together, what happens is your results start to get mixed. So you could have a great website, a great offer, but because you're using a Performance Max, you might see that you're getting 2,000 clicks, 3,000 clicks, which you have to pay for, by the way. These clicks are not free. And you might only get a small percentage of people that actually convert on your offer. So it's a problem. And what Google Ads also did was the same campaign type. They created the same type of campaign for your shopping ads. So generally speaking, we would have normal shopping ads like the ones that you saw, the ones that say diamond necklace. Those would be just the normal type of shopping ads that you use. But now what Google Ads has also done is they've created a Performance Max version of this, which is supposed to be great and supposed to give you amazing results. I haven't seen that. I've got about 10, call it 10 or 7 students using shopping ads. I have one student that's getting very good results with your Performance Max shopping ads, right? And if you're wondering, I'm saying student, I've got a Google Ads course. I'll link it down below in the description. You can check it out and apply to work with me if it's interesting to you. And I basically take you through all the steps of mastering Google Ads. So my one student has got phenomenal results. She's really got very good results, about a 44% conversion rate with the Performance Max shopping ads. The rest of them are not getting good results at all. They're just getting clicks on their websites. So that's the difference. Shopping ads I love because you can control them. You can control where your products are being shown, and you can control how much you pay, and you can control the placements, and you can see the search terms, and you can see all of the data. But when it comes to just your PMax shopping ads, anything, anything is possible. So yeah. All right. So let's see what we got over here. Philip says PMax is also hiding reporting stats. Yeah, that's nothing new from Google. They love hiding their stuff. And also, Philip also says that they tell you that they got X clicks, but they won't tell you from what ads or channels. Yeah, that's also a good point as well. You guys have to remember something, that whenever you're running ads, whenever you're running Google ads, or whenever you're doing some type of digital marketing, you can't just trust Facebook or Instagram or Google ads. You want to verify that the clicks that they're sending you are actual people, and not just bot clicks, and not just clicks from people who are really not interested in your stuff. So I'll give you a perfect example. Would you rather have 10 customers walk into your pizza shop that are interested in actually buying pizza? Or would you have 1,000 people walk into your pizza shop that are maybe, I don't know, they are maybe lactose intolerant and they don't even eat pizza at all? They're not interested in pizza whatsoever. That is where the big lie comes in with these advertising platforms, in that they might from time to time send you a whole lot of clicks from people who have no clue and are not interested in your ad whatsoever. Now, some of you might say, yeah, but Devon, if they're not interested in my ad, then why did they click on my ad? Like, why are they clicking on my ad if they're not interested? Well, did you know that Google Ads shows ads on those mobile games? And guess what? Sometimes there's just a 12-year-old with his mom's cell phone, and he's just playing a mobile game. And sometimes on those mobile games, they just ask you to quickly click an ad or to watch an ad, and that person isn't really interested. But it's a 12-year-old clicking on your ad. So is a 12-year-old going to buy a diamond necklace? Probably not. Is a 12-year-old going to come in and buy an engagement ring? Probably not. And that's the problem with PMax and shopping ads. All right. So I think we have reached the end of the session. It's been pretty cool chilling out with you guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a deep dive on lead generation. So I'm saving my energy for then. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer one or two questions. I'm going to leave in about 2 minutes and ask, is there any other questions about shopping ads that I can answer for you? I hope this has been valuable for you. And also, if you're watching from home and you're wondering like how you can work with me, you can simply just contact me. There's a link in the description below to contact me. And also, there is my Google Ads course. I'll put it on the screen over here as well. If I can find it. There we go. All right. So my Google Ads course is called Profitable PPC. You can check out the link in the description below and apply to work with me. And also, we've got Lead Pages, which is our affiliate, which is if you have a single product business and you're trying to build a landing page, you can see if that works out for you with Lead Pages. What I love about Lead Pages is they make it very simple. They've got a whole bunch of templates over there. You can just choose the template and you can see which one fits your needs, and it's already built with all the best practices in place. So yeah, guys, I'm so sorry that it's been a short one today, but I am really going to love and leave you if there are no other questions. I see Philip has one for Emir, but thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it, as always. Also, we got some beautiful content coming for the channel as well. So let me tell you a little bit about that. We have got the lead generation workshop, like I said. I've got another podcast episode releasing soon with what to do if your agency, your Google Ads agency, has messed up your ads. Happens more often than not, and it's a real cool. It's like a 1-hour discussion with myself and Pamela. And then I've got an expert who has interviewed over 86 other Google Ads experts, and basically he's going to give you everything that he's learned from interviewing all of these Google Ads experts. So yeah, it's gonna be super dope. Once again, thank you to everybody for coming on the live stream. Philip, Umir, Reddit guy, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.